How has New Hope impacted me this past year? No answer?
Yeah.
I'm much more calm, more mellow. I'm not as aggressive and straightforward as I used to be before. And I've learned that giving God your problems and trusting in Him is what creates the peace that we all deserve in life. And that's what I was missing all these years. It took me 46 years to figure that out.
It's helping me rebuild my family. It's brought me and my son closer. It's cured me of my drug addiction and my alcoholism. It's given me a complete new life.
Impacted me because this year I've been through a lot, losing my grandpa and my mom going back into treatment for cancer. So it made me stay positive and know that there's more to life than just giving up on everything.
The love that we experience through this church and different people in the church reached out to us. And you know, we're used to large churches. We went to a large church in California. But there's something about love. When you've been loved, really loved by people, you don't forget it.
I guess I was hesitant to join a lot of things. At first I wasn't gonna join anything, and my mom had joined the worship team. She got me to join the choir. From the choir they booted me up to worship team. Being on the stage, you see a lot of the background things that you don't really pay attention to when you're in service. You come to church, you watch the pastor who speaks a message, and you just kind of go on from there. And being on stage had shown me, oh, there's more to it. Like, there's more than just the people singing. It's not just the mics, you know, there's the speakers, there's a band, there's the sound system, you know, there's cameras that watch you, and not watch you, but they record you. There's the people upstairs who are in control of the camera, and from then it was kind of like, oh, what else can I do?
I am honored to be asked to be a part of the services and to help behind the scenes and help things move smoothly for everyone else that comes to hear the message. So I'm humbled and thankful to be, I guess, worthy. I don't know if I'm worthy, but worthy enough to be a part of what God does here. Being like, I would say the eyes and ears and the feet on ground level of the person coordinating the services, and being able to do things for them that helps the service run smoothly, so there's no distractions for people that might be here for the first time. They're not distracted by something on the stage, or people talking, or the band being out when they're not supposed to. Just being able to help newcomers, because I was a newcomer at one time too, being able to help them feel comfortable and welcomed here.
What brought you up here to serve? The Lord did. Because for me, everybody say I have ADD. I cannot keep still. I don't know how to stay one place too long. But when the Lord say go, I come. And it's so funny because on the days that I'm supposed to work, either the AC plant goes down or it's pouring, so I can't work. So when the Lord needs me up at the church, that's when I'm here. He brings me up here. And I love it. I enjoy it. I get joy, I get peace. Every time to go home, I'm like, I don't want to go home yet. Is there anything else to do?
You serve by grouping together and praying for people. And that's our heart, prayer. We pray for the church. We pray for the pastors and the leaders. We pray for the body. And the more you pray for people, the more the relationships become stronger. When your heart is toward others before yourself, that's what it's like. We have to lay our lives down, and then we see others through the love of Christ.
I think being on the worship team had just started it all. Like, it just set fire to everything, because like I never used to really, like, I used to sing, you know, in the congregation, and I would never raise my hands. And I actually didn't start raising my hands and worshiping until I was already on a mic. And I was, you know, hesitant in that in-between, awkward, gonna raise my hand, not gonna raise my hand, people are gonna see me raise my hand, I'm not gonna raise my hand, I should raise my hand, you know. And it was kind of like God had spoke to me and he said, let go. He said, let it all go. And that was when I had actually dropped my mic for the first time. We're not supposed to do that. But he just said, let go. And I dropped everything and I just worshiped him on stage. And that was when I felt God pour into me. You know, he just kind of was like, there you go. And ever since then, it was just easier and easier to just worship him. All in 1 year, it's like I went from not coming to church to like being here like 6 days a week. So it's awesome. You know, you don't really see, oh, all of a sudden, boom, I'm a different person. It's kind of like, it's little by little you go back and you go, oh, I don't do this anymore. Oh, I'm better at this now. Oh, I don't really see myself hanging out with these kind of people. It's kind of like this gradual thing, and then when you look back, it's like, wow, you know, there's the greater change that happened in smaller ways, and it just adds up.
Well, me and my friend, we just randomly wanted to come to church one weekend. So we came in the middle of third service, sat all the way in the back in the corner, and just listened to everything Pastor Sheldon had to say. And then the week after that, she didn't come with me, but I came with my auntie guys. And then soon after that, my mom started coming. My auntie guys still come with us. And it's so far, it's just like everybody's just coming with us, our family, friends, I invite them. Everybody's slowly coming along, but they're coming.
Family, church family, coming together in time of need is what my focus has been, because I haven't had focus on just all the details. You have to, when your husband is in the hospital for a month and then he goes through transition and then he has to go back in and have surgery and then come back out, you have to first of all have people standing with you in faith, and that's the critical part. If you don't have relationship with family, you really cannot stand a major storm. And God has shown us, when you go through a storm, turn your eyes on others through Him. And you will get through the storm no matter what it is. That's what I've seen in this church. People have come together because of certain circumstances and storms. They've gotten closer. It's always the trials that bring you closer to the Lord and closer to each other. It's never the good times. That's what I've seen.
My son's mom left me because of my problems, my alcoholism mainly. And when I went to court to ask for custody, for visitation with my son, all of that came up, and she didn't feel comfortable him spending time with me. And I had to surrender to God. Everything I tried didn't work. And it seemed that when I put everything in His hands, that it kind of just fell into place. I always believed in God, but when I was doing my own thing, I didn't want people to remind me of God, because I knew that what I was doing wasn't obeying Him. I knew when I walked through these doors that He was going to change my life. I just had to be at that point where I was ready to surrender and let Him take over for me. But it was hard being alone. It felt like a long walk across the parking lot. I could hear the grasshoppers and crickets and the cookie frogs. It was so quiet and lonely, but I felt welcome as soon as I walked through the door, and I'm really thankful that I can be a part of, if I can help someone else feel comfortable walking in here.
A year ago in July, I started coming to New Hope. At that point in time, I woke up that morning and I said, Lord, I don't know what my purpose is here on earth. I don't want to be here anymore. And I was going to do something real foolish. I was going to follow my nephews, which wasn't a very good point. And he got me in touch with Pastor Marissa, and she told me come up to Celebrate Recovery. And that's where it started turning. Tuesday was Celebrate Recovery. I was all excited. I found a new place and peace in my life. Wednesday came around, and my husband asked, where are you going? I said, I'm going to worship tonight. He said, can I go? My husband was Catholic born, and he came to church with me, and he still comes to church with me, and I just praise and thank God for all of that. In my family, in the past 5 years, we had 7 suicides, all children. And that really took a toll on all of us, mentally and physically. The type of job I had was very demanding. Ours was very physically and mentally demanding. So at one point I started losing focus and reality. And when I got to come to Celebrate Recovery, that's when I say God gave me a slap on the back of my head and said, wake up, because there's more things in life than you think there is. And just because they decided to leave early, it's not your place to leave yet. I love to have happiness around me. This world is so ugly already. You just gotta keep bringing in the positive. God is all positive. That's what I'm learning. Sometimes I forget myself. Like people that just approach you out of the blue skies yelling. I forget where I'm supposed to be sometimes. What she said? Oops, excuse me. You editing that, right? Thank you.